Hi guys, happy Tuesday. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jamie. Thanks for clicking on this video. First of all, if you do not like the way I look, if you do not like something about me, do not watch my freaking videos. Please don't waste your freaking time watching videos just to talk crap. Like, I don't know why, but people are freaking strange. Okay guys, let's hope that this does not rattle. So let's do a little health, life, everything update. It's only been a few days, but you know. So just in case you guys are new to this freaking chaos of Jamie's life. Number one, I grew up in a crazy life. Like I had a crazy life. I was exposed to very, very much chaos, violence, drugs, all of those things at a young age. My mom was an alcoholic, drug addict, and my dad is a heroin addict, alcoholic, drug addict. So I grew up in a really bad environment my whole life. I was exposed to just things that no child should ever be, exposed to at a very young age. I mean, very young. And it really, really had a large impact on my life. I started using substances really young. I was smoking cigarettes at 10 years old, literally smoking cigarettes, packs of cigarettes at 10 years old. I was a fast, little girl. I had a body on me very young. I had chi-chis and, a big butt, and I was very young and curvaceous, and I was a little girl, and I hope you guys can take me seriously with these eyebrows because, okay, it's the freaking lady who did them's fault. Hi, who are you? Oh my God. Like, if there wasn't a person behind me, there's like the traffic patrol people out here. I hope you're here when I get back, buddy. I'm just kidding. Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, I mean, I was a little girl, so it's crazy to say out loud, but I, was blessed with a certain type of body, and I dressed very provocatively. I grew up, thinking that was okay. I did know about God from a young age, but it was really confusing. All of my family, my mom's family is Catholic, so, we did go to Catholic church and stuff like that. But then, with my mom and her substance abuse, we went to a lot of churches, Victory Outreach, different types of churches. We'd always go to churches asking for money and clothes and food because we were poor. So, yeah, I just had a crazy freaking life. By the time I was 14, I had my first child, and I was on drugs my entire pregnancy. I was on methamphetamine my whole entire pregnancy, all the way up until 3 days before I delivered. My first child was born tox. She was tox negative, but I was tox positive. So, and I was put into the CPS system really young before that happened, but I would bounce from the system to group homes to, my mom. My mom would break me out of the group homes because I, would leave the group homes, didn't want to be there, wanted to be with my mom because that was all I knew. I consider myself very, very freaking fucked up mentally. I have a lot of mental problems. I'm not your average YouTuber with these curated videos and perfect life and perfect everything. I have a lot of trauma. I suffer with depression, anxiety, CPTSD, ADHD. I've been like this my whole life. I've always been so fucking nervous, bit my nails down to nothing my whole life. I've lived in nothing but chaos and fear since I was born. I was born into this shit, okay? I mean, and you can't blame me. I mean, my mom was doing cocaine, fucking holding me at like baby, probably breastfeeding me and shit on cocaine, for sure. But anyway, you guys, I had 3 kids by 19. I had 6 kids by 26. And I had a crazy life, okay? Crazy. I cannot say that word enough. Like, literally insane. But I went through lots of shit. Went through domestic violence. I went through losing my kids. I originally wasn't living in another state. I was doing really good in that other state. And I got put on some pain medication at work because I hurt my back. And really, these doctors were just trying to make more money, honestly, and got addicted. I gave up my 2 boys to my addiction because, I mean, addiction is so powerful, and it's so hard once you're on it to get off of it. The pills are very much similar to heroin, although I've never used needles. The pills are very, very, very similar to heroin, and I was taking a large amount. I mean, hundreds of dollars a day. You know, I mean, really lots, a lot. Lethal amounts for sure. And when that happened to me, when I gave my boys, and I didn't give them away, but drugs, you know, sucked the soul out of me, and that was it. I every time I would try to look back and get them, you know, their dad would hold all these things over my head, and he's a very abusive person, very, very emotionally, verbally abusive, and it really would just, every time I would just end up back on drugs, and it was just a really sad situation, and I just lost my life, you guys. Literally, I can't talk too much about that much more because I have shit to do today, and that will consume my mind. It plays in my mind every day almost, you know, over and over what I did wrong, what I could have done, why I didn't do it. It's endless, you know, and it'll eat at your soul for all eternity. But anyway, I ended up getting off substances a few times in my life, and one of those times was when I was 15. I was in foster home. I was 14 when I got off substances, and I was in foster home, and I stayed sober for almost 2 years. At the 2-year mark, they adopted my first child, and I relapsed. I tried to, you know, myself. That was the first time I had relapsed. But then I got sober again, and was sober up until I had, like, after I had my second son. So I want to say I was sober for like almost 5 years, and then relapsed. And again, when I relapsed, that was on the pills. I got sober again. So I've had years of sobriety, and I've relapsed, you know. But that was all before I knew, like, God, really knew God, and learning and all that. And all the shit that I've gone through now, it's just a different world. But I know that was like a whole lot in 8 minutes, but I want you to understand why I'm so fucked up, okay? Like, I need you guys to understand, like, you know? I've come on here and shared my life for many years now. I don't know, it gives me some type of fucking benefits because it mentally helps me feel, I don't know, maybe it does nothing, but in my head it does. I mean, and that's all that matters, right? But, so, in 2016, my mom died. You guys, my brain is, you know, like, wow. But I've had a lot of kids, and they say when you have kids, you know, it does something to your brain, chemistry and shit, and then domestic violence and trauma and all that. My brain is like, bleh. But my mom died January 17th, 2016. We had a really crazy relationship, me and my mother, Rose. But, like, that was my mom. You know what I mean? Like, that was my mom. Like, I don't give a fuck what my mom did, anything. That was my mom. Like, and my mom was no ordinary mom. She was like a gangster mom. Like, she didn't give a fuck. But at the same time would give you the shirt off her back. Like, it's hard to describe my mom. Like, it's very hard because, you know, it's just, she was just different. But, you know, like I said, we had a crazy life. So my mom was doing drugs with me when I was young. She'd let all my friends come over. You know, my mom was the person buying drugs for us, getting alcohol for us, buying cigarettes, taking me to get my first tattoos, piercings, all that shit. And, you know, in natural reality, now that I'm a mom, fuck no. Yeah, no. But, you know, at that point, I thought it was, like, so cool. But my mom, you guys, I don't know, she just, like, I love my mom so much. Like, no matter how toxic and crazy my mom was, I love my fucking mom. I would do anything for my mom. I miss her so freaking badly. It kills me. When she died, I did not get sober right away. I was sober when she died, and I quickly relapsed, like, pretty much instantly. Like, instantly, because I did not want to feel the pain. That's how I lived before. I used to, anytime there was a problem, I would run to drugs or alcohol, and I would say, like, I can't fucking handle this, like, I need to get high instantly, you know, like, and I would be doing drugs, and I'd be like, but my mom died. My mom just died. Ugh, my mom just died. Let me take another drink, because my mom just died, and, like, I can't handle this pain. And it took me for a long time to finally realize, like, your kids are gonna go to CPS if you don't get yourself together, you know. And, like, I'll never forget it, like, the lady, when I very first used, because when my mom died, you guys, I had been sober off of methamphetamine for like 5 years when my mom died. And the only thing I had done was pills, which I know pills are bad, but I have ADHD. So pills would really kind of make me almost normal. I don't know how to describe it. Don't take this the wrong way, because they're bad. bad. But I'm just saying, like, the opiate almost leveled me out a little. If that makes any sense, I don't know. It wasn't a downer for me. It made me, like, a little leveled. I don't know, dude. But when my mom died, I very quickly went to the stronger stuff. And almost to heroin, because there were many a times where people were like, dude, I can't get these pills, like, all I got is black. And I'm like, no, fuck that, you know. But when Rose died, guys, it was really hard for me. I miss her every day. I mean, I really do. And honestly, I just fucking realized, like, I got no fucking gas. So I really hope I don't fucking run out. Oh, shit. I knew I was supposed to do something. Oh, my God. Fuck. Shit. Like, why did I do this? I don't know. Turn the fucking air conditioning off, or you run out of fucking gas. Okay. Please, God, don't run out of gas. Okay. So, anyway. My mom, though, I missed her a lot, and when she died, it took me a long time before I realized that I do not want to end up like my mom, because for so long I felt like I was destined for this addiction life, like, for my whole life. Like, I always felt like it, because this is all I knew. Like, you have to understand, I did not go through elementary school. I did not graduate middle school. I did not graduate high school. I got a GED barely, because I I cheated through that whole thing. Like, I'm very illiterate when it comes to schooling, because I didn't go to school. Like, I barely went to the 5th grade. And barely. Like, I missed school so much that, like, I didn't get taught much. Like, really. And I don't know about a lot of stuff, you know. And yes, I could have tried to relearn, but I have ADHD. It's very hard for me to figure out the shit that I need to figure out sometimes. But, you know, like, when Rose died, I didn't know anything. Like, I didn't know how to be a person. Really, I felt like I didn't know how to be. And I know that sounds weird. Like, what do you mean you were a grown-up? What do you mean you don't know how to be a person? Like, I didn't know how to function in society. I've always been with my mom or my sister, and we've always been on drugs for most of my life, or I've always lived in this chaos that I thought was, like, normal. Like, I just thought that was normal, because that was normal to me. Like, I don't know. I didn't know how to rent a place. I didn't know how to pay bills. Didn't know what credit was. I did not know what any of that was. I knew how to steal. Like, I knew how to write checks. And, I mean, I knew how to do that. Like, I didn't know how to, like, you know, build credit. None of that. So, I had to learn everything. And really, I don't feel like I even really knew what love was, because I feel like I've ever had real love. Like, you know, I mean, I know my mom loved me in her own way, but I mean love, like, you know, no violence or anything, like, kind of love. Like, I don't know, dude, but anyways, I mean, anyway, so when my mom died, I ended up getting sober. She died January. I got sober at the end of December. The day after my birthday was my sobriety date. And off, you know, like the last time I used meth. I don't remember the last time I drank alcohol or weed or any of that shit, but it was before that. I know that. And so anyways, and I don't do anything at all now because I know, like, I don't have the ability to do one and done. I'm like more. One is never enough, and you know, 1,000 is never enough. What's that? One's too many, 1,000's never enough. Again, this is a lot, but so when I got sober, I was in a domestic violence shelter, and I had one of the most traumatic things that any fucking parent, besides their kid dying, could ever go through. Literally, like, worst thing I've ever gone through in my life. By somebody there at the shelter, a woman, and my kid. And psychologically, that destroyed me. Like, destroyed me. I mean, I literally, I battled with that for so long because I wanted harm so badly to happen to this person. And I wanted to be the one to do it. But I knew if I did that, I wouldn't be there for my kids. And it was really hard because I didn't know what the fuck to do, you know? So I've gone through a tremendous amount of pain in my life. I mean, tremendous. And I've done a lot of bad things that I really do regret. You know, I've needed help so many times because being a single parent is really fucking hard. And I wasn't equipped at all. Like, I really wasn't equipped at all for anything. I mean, financially, it's expensive. Like, you know, obviously. And I really am grateful to anybody out there who's ever helped me with any fucking thing. Because, you know, a lot of you guys have helped me tremendously. Like, I don't know if the people that helped me before still watch me, but thank you if you ever helped me in any fucking way, you know, because I really struggled in the beginning, first couple of years. I don't know how to describe the pain that I've gone through, but it's been really hard, and a lot of the times I didn't think I would make it through because I just really didn't feel like I was equipped at all. And I thank God that God has brought me to where He has. And you guys, so I've always had these mental and psychological problems, you know, because of how I grew up. But I really never went through physical things like I have the last few years. So I know it seems like every video I'm saying something is wrong because it feels like that in my head. I tend to focus on the negativity because that's just the way that I was raised. And I'm sorry, I wish I wasn't like that. I want to change so bad, but it's really hard when you've been like that your whole life. But something I wanted to say was, if you are like, what the fuck? I was not like this until I got the virus. And when I got that virus in 2019, it changed my whole entire world. And I was not ever this way. So ever since I got that, it's been this way. But I was not this person. Like, I was not. I never went through pain physically like I have now. You know, really. And it's bizarre. I mean, every day it seems like it's something new. I mean, I got all these autoimmune diseases. I have all of these fucking different obstacles coming and going. And it's a struggle. So if you've listened to me and you've watched my videos, thank you. Because really, truly, I do not have a lot of outside support other than YouTube. And, you know, it's crazy. Strangers online have been so fucking kind to me and cared about me more than anybody in my whole fucking family. Know that. Like, you know? Sorry, the video keeps moving, but I have to hold it so it doesn't rock so much. Anyways, I'm going through this journey right now with my health and just being a single parent, and it's a lot. It's really hard on me because mentally it's exhausting to go, battle with chronic pain every day. And every day I've been in pain, literally every day. It's been 48 days now that I've been battling whatever the fuck is going on with me. I've had insane pain in my head, my face, my neck, my chest. And then I decided to take out my IUD because I figured, like, maybe I need to just see if that's what's causing this. Who knows? And now I've been hemorrhaging since then, since I got it out. And I'm like, whatever blood didn't come out before the last 4 fucking years is coming out now, okay? So, I don't know, but thank you guys for your support, for watching my videos, and for being there. I really do appreciate you guys. I really don't have outside support. Like, I really wish I did. I've literally searched for years since my mom died, because for me, my mom died January of 2016, and my dad, his sister, my Auntie Karen, and my nanny, my dad's mom, they were my other people, and my nanny was not nearly like my Auntie Karen. I don't want to cry. But she was, the only person really there for me. My Auntie Karen, when my mom died, she was there for me. She came and stayed with me and stuff like that. And, I lost them in 2018. And so my grandma died in May. Today's her 5-year anniversary. And my aunt, she died in June 12th. And so hers is coming up. And once upon a time, I worked as a hospice nurse. Not like an RN, like a CNA. But anyways, I was taking care of my last patient that I've ever had and ever planned to have at this point, Doug, and he passed away. And I had met this woman named Mary Rochelle right after my mom had died, and she was really like, she was my mom's age, and she was really, really nice to me, and she took me under her wing. She comforted me so much, during the time that my mom had passed, and she freaking died of pneumonia. And so I've lost so much, And then in December, I lost my stepmom this last December, and she had been in her addiction. So, now every single day I think about the fact that she didn't get to live, and how she would have been, and, what we could have done together, and just how different our lives could have been. And I'm going through a lot right now, and I really wish that I could tell you everything, is fine and perfect and it's going to be great, but, I don't know what God has planned for me. I just know that I know God will bring me through this, because I know God will. I know it's not going to be rainbows and butterflies, because it's just not the way my life works out. But I've been single now for, I don't know, like, I'm never good with math, you guys. Let me see. November, December, January, February, March, April, May, 7, 8, 9, 19 months. And God has shown me a lot about myself, and just about, who I want to be. I'm trying to be different. It's really hard. I battle with it every fucking day, especially with this chronic pain. But, I feel like I'm doing a pretty goddamn good job, considering the cards that I've been dealt. And yeah, you guys, I hope that you guys have a good rest of your guys' day. Thank you guys so much for fucking listening to me, my nonsense. I appreciate you so much. God bless you.